drink our monster real quick and get out of here. We should get unlock Crystal Head vodka. maybe if there's some DLC, they'll put that in. Dan Aykroyd can give it to you as a gift for delivering his delivering some DVDs to his house or something. I don't know. Paranormal DVDs. Does he have blood at this point, or is it just monster? I don't know, because they take your blood every night when you sleep. So in theory, maybe he is just monster. I mean, it looks like BB is swimming around in monster. Look at this.
Take a look. This is what the world looked like hundreds of millions of years.
Did we see this cutscene?
There's just one big continent. And do you know what this is? The moon.
Does it replay cutscenes?
Soon. I promise.
It definitely does. I swear I've seen this one. It does, okay. Could you imagine if you chugged 3 monsters in a row? Yeah, you'd fucking die, dude.
Will be yours to explore. You'll be able to go wherever you want.
Like, I say that jokingly.
Even the moon.
Can you skip it? No, hitting buttons didn't let me skip it, but it's at the end as well. Who knows? I'm joking around about you dying if you chug 3 of those monsters, but I really think you would not be feeling well. Like, you might honestly... Options button to skip? Okay, I'll have to try that next time. Oh, I can't pee while she's on me. There was a truck over here somewhere. Should I bother? No. Ah, someone gave me an extra like for that generator I placed last week. I know, then again, maybe it's one of those things like, you know how, like, MREs are like 3,000 calories because you use them all in a day? Or like bodybuilders like literally eat just like giant plates of food because they burn so many calories? Maybe it's like that. Maybe because he's using up so much energy that like he can tolerate taking more. Probably not, but... Abandoned vehicle has been dismantled. Rip. Goodbye, truck. Yeah, somebody play taps for me. I want to grab those roboticist items. Oh god, where am I even going to put them? I'll hold them in my hand, maybe. I don't know.
I'm going, Sam.
Maybe the formula isn't as foul in the future. I don't know. Some guy you went to high school with drank 4 and got sick. He had to go to the hospital. Jesus Christ. What do you even do at that point? I guess you get your stomach pumped, but like, if you're feeling sick, that means there's a whole bunch in your bloodstream. Could you imagine? I push triangle to like pick it up and I just bash her in the head with it. Yeah. It's just gonna make me even more off-centered because she's not against my body anymore. They should really put it in her lap, to be honest. That'd be the ideal spot for it. Here, hold this, yes. There's a speed skelly. Can she breathe? Oh, beats me, I don't know. We have to go back through BT area. Maybe we can slice them up. It doesn't look that far to get over this, but how can it not be that far? It took me like an hour last time. Didn't it? It took me forever. Maybe it was this section that took me forever. Yeah, it was. That's true. The all-terrain should help a lot. The machine. Low roar. You having fun up there, baby? These songs keep getting claimed when I upload them. Which is fine. I'm not making money on YouTube anyway, but... I don't either, to be honest, Peppermint. I guess because you're delivering them, but like, really? Maybe so they don't get stuck. Well, I mean, I guess we can.
Cargo verified. Thank you.
You just chill by yourself. Oh, she's there too. Okay. Her head blocks her. You can sing with her.
That sure hit the spot.
I mean, sing. No, the trackpad's not doing anything. Yeah, I'm pushing it. Oh, there we go. Oh, baby likes it. Ah, other people sing back. What is this music, though? That's enough of that.
Get warmed up.
Why does she turn to look when you stand up? I don't like that.
That was nice.
Future music, yes. Human music. It's an old Japanese pop song about hot springs around Japan. Interesting. We don't really have a ton of hot springs in America as far as I know. I mean, there are some, but like... I think they're all like boil you alive hot springs, not like soothing hot springs. Unless I'm mistaken. There's a truck here. Oh, someone drove all the way up here? Norman P. No, I don't want to see his. I don't. I like that the default is in trust. Let me keep the stuff that other people lost. It's mine. You just slide her in there.
There you are. You've done me a great service, and that's no exaggeration.
I like that this is 3D. Crunchy as it goes back down. My leg.
I suppose this isn't the first time, and it probably won't be the last. Can't do it all myself, can I? No one can.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
What is going where? No, 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 no. I mean,
We're rooting for the plan, all of us.
I gotta go that way? No, that's where I came from. I gotta go this way. Yeah, I guess I can't take the truck.
Weapons restrictions lifted. Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Weapons detected. All weapons will be weapons restrictions lifted.
Got it.
Power Skelly 3? Where was that? Oh, on my shoulder?
Do it.
Oh. I don't have any spray on me. Oh, rip. Oh well. I could go back and make some spray, but the container holding it broke. So now that this time fall, the rain and the snow are gonna break it. They're gonna deteriorate the actual cargo instead of the container now. So it's not broken yet. I can still use it, but it's the actual items being damaged now instead of the container it's in. And you can get container repair spray, which I don't have.
Forget about your cord cutters.
I don't know if I get close enough to really cut cords with them, but... Yeah, this is where I came up. Repair spray is a reverse effective timefall rain. Kind of. Repair spray repairs a container, where the timefall rain ages things. So it ages the containers fast enough where they start to break after a while. It damages them basically just the time wearing. Okay. Whereas the repair spray just kind of fixes containers. So I don't think you can use repair spray on items. I think you can only use it on containers, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Do you remember your own birth?
I remember my own birth, no.
I remember being inside the womb. I wasn't alone.
Oh, there's a PCC.
I could hear my mother's heartbeat. Hers and Lochna's. We were conjoined twins. One and the same before we were born.
I don't think it'll de-age
Tried
you,
to
no.
separate us. The surgery. The operation was successful.
It has been, Lobster.
We were still one.
Basically the chiral
Thoughts,
materials in the rain ages things because the chiral has time properties.
My joy was her joy. Her pain was my pain. And no distance was too great for us to overcome. Some
No
might
worries.
call it a kind of telepathy. Divided in body, joined in spirit. We had a beach just for us. And we shared. Our own
Oh, they share a
chiral
beach.
network, you might say.
Interesting.
With Cupids, we can build one that will let everyone share what Lochna and I have. I saw it all laid out before me after I signed up for bridges. A network that could unite everyone, no matter how scattered or different. It would make us whole. It wouldn't be about bringing people into line. It would be about bringing them into the fold, where they would share alike. I knew it could change the world. With Donnelly's help, we finalized the Cupid design. But after the attack and the birth, everything changed. For the first time in my life, Lochna wasn't there. But I'm not alone anymore. I can feel her again. She's close. Thank you, Sam. I feel whole again. You and me, Sis. Me and you.
These all-terrain legs are great.
Sorry, Lochna.
So much faster. Holy shit. What, did I get over this mountain in like 20 minutes? I think it took me like an hour last time. Hey, what's going on, Space Doggo? The 13th Annual Conference on Artificial Intelligence, General Intelligence, will take place in St. Petersburg, Russia. Yeah, it was a little weird that it was just like an area of normal ground with grass and all that. Gotta reunite the sisters here.
Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected.
Special delivery. I got a sister for you.
All clear. Decontaminating.
Oh God, she's glowing. Why is she glowing?
Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Put her on the belt. Go ahead. Powering up for a special attack. Yeah.
Lincoln, no.
Whose body is it? It's her sister's. Twin sister. But she's alive, or she was alive, unless she died in the last few minutes.
I'm so sorry. I love you so much.
I don't know why I keep skipping.
I love you so much.
Maybe it's not skipping for you guys, but it is for
Good
me.
to hear your voice again. I shouldn't have kept you in the dark. Tried to save her.
Nah, she's still alive.
You don't have to say it anymore. Look, man,
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing
you
that.
need to fix is Cupid. I couldn't save our child, but you can save our world. Only you.
I don't think it's a cutscene, because it does it when it's not in a cutscene, too.
I love you.
It's something with the capture, I think.
You hear me? Forever. And always.
They're not floating. Oh, well, she's holding them, I guess.
Now, make the world whole. Okay? Just like you make me.
Did she really die? What did she die from? Hypothermia? It took us 15 minutes! There's no way she died in 15 minutes! It gets explained? Alright, we'll have to wait and see. Excuse me. We're whole again. Lockney connected. Once in a long, long while. Lockney encouraging. The machine. Mama loving. Mama connected. So he's 2 and 9/10 of a star here. I'm guessing she was tied to that spot, even with the baby recovered, but we'll see.
All that she went through, I had no idea. I thought she'd severed our bond on purpose, that she stole our child and ran. I fixed your Cupid like she asked. The limiter should be functioning properly now.
Test it out right over
There
there.
is one thing. Before I sat down to work, I took a long, hard look at the code. I'm pretty sure someone's tweaked it. Either that, or my memory's going to pieces.
Someone rewrote your code?
Rewrote might be overstating it. Let's just say it wasn't the latest version I released. Because of it, I was finally reunited with Malingan.
Our eyes green
Could be we found our culprit already.
or brown? I can't tell.
She died beneath the rubble, with our child still inside her.
See, I thought so.
Her caw passed over to the other side, but her haw remained, bound to our dead daughter. She knew all of this.
That's why her hand was cold.
That's why she kept one cuff loose. Didn't want anyone seeing her vitals.
Hazel.
Shame she couldn't use her favorite invention. She did all that to keep me and our daughter safe.
The ghost bat was an anchor. Basically, yeah, it seemed like it. The ha and the cough, if you haven't seen all the cutscenes, are your soul and your body. And so it looks like her soul passed over to the side, but the baby's soul was keeping her body anchored to that area. And so we severed it when we cut the baby free. No, I don't think it makes it a meat. I don't think it makes her a meat BT. I think it, like I said, I think the baby was anchoring her body here, and her body was still operating. Her soul just passed onto the side. Mountain Knot City has joined the UCA. A meaty, yes. New interview data acquired. The terrorist view of bridges, BTs and voidouts, Lockney and Malingan. Bridges HQ has added the following backpack customization feature. A stabilizer. Oh, wow. That's kind of cool. The area is now connected to the chiral network, enabling you to see and access other players' structures, etc. Yeah, I guess I'll have to burn her or maybe throw her into the tar pits that were growing.
Sis? I can hear you. We're whole again.
Oh. Her soul.
We're in the womb, remember?
She can still talk to her sister through her soul.
Malingan. Lockna.
It's a little weird.
Well done, Sam.
I just had this stupid thought of her going like, and just slapping her in the face.
Thanks to you, Edge Knot City is finally within reach. And you, Lochner, your work will help ensure that the chiral network remains online. Together, we might just make it all the way west. Now then, Sam, there's something else you ought to know.
You're
We've been
adopted.
studying the data from when you claim you encountered those soldiers. We had audio, which doesn't paint a complete picture on its own, but the languages, the names, and
Did her eyes change color?
the munitions we could identify. Everything seems to indicate that you were on a battlefield over 100 years ago. World War I, to be precise.
1917. In this one-cut movie.
Maybe you were spirited away to another dimension or something. And given the time discrepancies, maybe you were sent to a beach. Can't say anything for certain. That said, I've never heard of a beach turned into a battlefield. But beaches are shaped by the will of the people who inhabit them. Perhaps Hartman can offer a more rational explanation. Beaches are his specialty. Unfortunately, he's still outside the Cairo network. Anyway, get some rest. No use dwelling on questions we can't answer yet.
What was he talking about? Earlier today, we did one mission where we got sent back to like a World War I battlefield. That's what he's talking about. That was way at the beginning of the game. The beginning of what we did today. I'm sorry. It was chapter 4 or 5. I think it was chapter 4. The shortest chapter by far, whichever one it was. If we know where our soul is, that means she'll not turn into a BT. Yeah, so the BTs are souls coming back to Earth, or this reality, whatever you want to call it, to try and find their body.
Blood collection complete.
So your soul can move on to the other side. All the BTs that are here are ones that didn't move on to the other side. And so we can make them go to the other side by cutting their umbilical cords with our new handcuffs, or they can, in theory, bring a body back to life if they found one, but it looks like they more cause void outs than bring bodies back to life. What time is it? Oh, it's 3 o'clock. I really should be going to bed. I'll do some housekeeping here first.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, they got a new image for the AMC's ride. Nice.
EX grenade number 2.
Yeah, it was a really short chapter. It was literally like, 30 minutes, I think. All right, Lobster, have a good one, dude. I'm going to read some lore and stuff before I go to bed, so we'll still be live for a couple more minutes. 4 EX grenades. Four Norman juices, yeah. If your pee's that color, you might want to look into the roboticist, making use of that all-terrain skeleton. Sam, have you been using that all-terrain skeleton? Pretty amazing, I know. But would you believe that some porters don't like it? Apparently the design's too functional or something. I mean, have they ever actually tried to use one? If they had, I know they'd change their tune. They'd be raving about how it lets you power through snowdrifts and over rocky terrain, and about how the boost mode lets you charge up slopes and across rivers without draining any endurance. I suppose one legitimate criticism is that it doesn't actually help you carry any cargo. That shouldn't come as a surprise, since the focus this time was on balance and stability. I'm sure we can address that particular concern with future models. I'll stop moaning about the moaners now, as long as you remember to use your skeleton whenever you've got to travel some tricky terrain, okay? Not that I've got to ask. I know you will, Sam. You're not like those other guys. The world died but not emojis? Yes, exactly. Charles Kahn. No way stations an island. To the super honorable Mr. Sam Bridges, it gives me great pleasure to report that the way station patch-up job went off without a hitch. That stuff you brought us was just what we needed, man. And now we're part of the network too. No way station is an island. Not anymore. We can talk to HQ over on the East Coast, like if they were here in the room, which is, how we heard about those rumors about Central were true. Totally wiped out, huh? Damn. Skull emoji. Yes, that is the appropriate use of the skull emoji. And if you hadn't been there, The UCA's plans would have gone down the tubes. Glad that didn't happen. Keep on keeping on, and don't stop till you hit the ocean. I think we got 2 interviews. The terraced view of Bridges. Die Hardman, 3 years ago. Bridges HQ. The first expedition set off without any problems. Both the advance party and the rear guard were en route to the west coast as we speak. They haven't reported any trouble with terrorists and the like yet, but the further out they get, the greater the danger. There's a hell of a lot of separatists out there who want nothing to do with the UCA. Some more extreme than others, perhaps, but there's no denying where they stand. Seems like yesterday it was only ideological differences, strongly held opinions at worst. But then, Corellium started messing with people's heads, turning extremists into demons, mules, and Gestalt. The extremists into demons, mules into Gestalt, and debate into violence. And now, we're headed west into their territory. Invaders coming for their freedom. They're waiting for us, minds made up and guns in hand. Amelie and others aren't looking for a fight. She's going to try and talk sense into people, convince them to join us. If all the cities sign on, our nation could rise again. No one wants to take anything from these people, only give them back what was lost. If only they could understand that. BTs and void outs. Hartman, 3 years ago. Bridges HQ. The following conclusions are largely derived from a handful of eyewitness accounts. While I would advise anyone to take them with a grain of salt, I still believe they are worth sharing. BTs pursue their prey through a multi-step process. In fact, they begin searching for a target. In the first, they begin searching for a target. The handprints left behind is evidence of this behavior. Upon detection, one or more BTs will attempt to seize their target and drag it towards a much larger entity. To clarify, however, a void out does not occur at the point of contact between the giant and the human, but only once the human has been subsumed into the giant's body. We think this may be because this is the only place where antimatter is present within the entity. It goes without saying that BTs are entirely different from any creatures that is of this world, and we have much to learn about them still. One thing is for sure certain, however, we must come to understand them, else they may never overcome. We may never overcome the existential threat that they pose. Oops. So there's one more. Lockney and Millingen. Who? Lockney. 3 years ago. Bridges HQ. You know what we used to dream about? Seeing what's beyond those clouds up there. We've spent our whole lives beneath the Corellium sky. It's all we've ever known. But we also know that the world used to be so much bigger. Our parents told us. They were researchers who worked for NASA, though these days most people wouldn't know what that was. It went up in smoke around the same time America did, and all our parents' work went with it. But we still have our dream, the one thing our parents gave us that can never be taken away. Millingen and I were named after a pair of craters left by meteors which struck the Earth 450 million years ago. Those craters are proof that this planet is part of something bigger, that we exist within a vast, interconnected universe. Our names serve as a reminder of this fundamental truth, symbols of our parents' hope that our isolation is only temporary. That is why we joined Bridges too, to bring the people of this country together again, and one day to reunite this planet with the greater universe that surrounds it. I think that's all that's here. Yeah. Alright. Let's save this up here. Well, thank you guys for coming out to watch. I think tomorrow we might be doing some Factorio, fingers crossed, so we'll see about that. But yeah, you guys have a good night, get some sleep, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow. Hey, thanks for making it all the way to the end of this video. I know that some of the VODs can get a little bit long, so I do appreciate you sticking around. I'd like to ask real quick if you have a friend or someone close to you who you think would like a clip or a portion or even the whole stream, please please feel free to reach out to them and share this with them. I'm always looking for more respectful people to come hang out and have some fun. If you've already done that or want to help me out some other way, feel free to check out the video description for some other ways you can help support me. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.